Grizz fans, you know what time it is this time of the year. Training camp is right around the corner, and Grind City Media has you covered with the Ortho South Grizzlies countdown to training camp. I'm Michael Wallace, joined here by the legend himself, Jarvis Greer of Grizzbeat on Grind City Media. Check him out. Check he and I out every single Wednesday. We got you covered at 2 o'clock. But Jarvis, we're going over the storylines going into training camp.
Right.
And one of the things that stands out about this team is the emerging youth. We saw a little bit of it over Summer League. Jake LaRavia had an awesome Summer League. Kenneth Lofton Jr. did his thing this summer. You know, Roddy obviously showed some leadership. Where do you see the next step going for these guys as they try to continue what they did in Summer League going into training camp?
Well, I know the Grizzlies want to take a really long, hard look at Jake LaRavia. He started the season as the first rookie off the bench last season for the Grizzlies. And then I think he ran a little bit of trouble. His shot wasn't quite there, and then he got sick. And then, so his time dropped off, and he spent the bulk of the rest of the season down with the Memphis Hustle. But we needed to see something out of him in Summer League. I think we saw what they wanted to see, and the fact that he was able to score at all three levels. He was able to knock down the three ball. He was able to take it to the rack. He put it on the floor a couple of times, made some nice moves, hit a few mid-range jumpers, and I think they saw what they needed to see. And now let's see if he can emerge from the pack with the rest of the youth here with the Grizzlies.
And let's get to the next guy. You love to affectionately refer to him as Gen Zebo.
Gen Zebo,
you know what I mean?
that's
Kenneth
right.
Lofton Jr., you talk about a three-level scorer. He showed you the three-point range.
That's right, heavy
He showed
lover.
you the mid-range shot and
Yes,
the
he
moves.
did.
And obviously, at his size, he can score in the post. But what I was more impressed with is his ability and his engagement on the defense of the floor, wanting to be involved, wanting to be disruptive. What's the next step for him as he tries to crack that power rotation?
Well, it's something that's for Gen Zebo, as I like to call him. Kenneth Lofton Jr.'s got the great big body, the big backside. He's a guy like his predecessor, Zebo, the main guy, throw it to the hand, and he's a bucket getter. You throw it to him in there in the post, he'll find a way to get a bucket. He could be like a run stopper on this team, or somebody that you really, and basically I'd say he's an asset right now because you don't really know how he's going to fit in the Grizzlies scheme as far as they like to run it, throw it, shoot it, you know, and all that business. But he has proven that on the trailer three, he shot 35% from downtown at that and did really well. He was a, G League MVP?
Yes.
He was a rookie all-star. He's done just about everything he can do for the minutes that he's going to get or that he got last season. Let's see if they'll increase his minutes when they need to get a blow in the post, or say when Jaron or Steven Adams is out for a little bit and you move X out on the power forward spot. He is a natural guy to plant in the paint, and he'll get you buckets.
It's going to be difficult to keep Lofton off the floor. I mean, he's a productive big guy.
And the fans love him.
The fans love him too.
I'm the first one up yelling when he goes in the game.
Absolutely. One of the rookies from last year that did get a chance to play a lot was Roddy. I mean, he got a lot of experience, a lot of exposure. At the end of the season, you saw him matched up in playoff minutes against LeBron James.
That's tough.
You know, against different guys like that. So he definitely had some experience. Now he has to settle in. That small forward position still seems to be wide open in terms of playing time. He might have an opportunity.
It's totally wide open. One thing that the big body Roddy, as we call him, has showed that he's got a lot of moxie. Now, he's not afraid. He ain't scared to go out there and get in people's faces and play defense. He's got the body. He's got the mass. He's a lot quicker than you would think at 250 pounds for a guy like that. And he was put in a difficult situation in the playoffs to have to go out and play a LeBron James or, you know, one of the all-world guys in the NBA. So having that experience, I think, is going to help him because, you know, with LaRavia being out, he got those minutes and he made the most of them, I think. The Grizzlies, I think, will feel comfortable putting him out there on the floor to at least try to hold down the fort until the starters get back.
And last but not least, among the emerging youth, he almost took, I look at it as almost a red shirt season last year. Mm-hmm. You know, Zaire Williams is a guy that came in as a rookie, showed some productive upside. Last year, took a little bit of a backseat, dealt with a lot of different nagging injuries, had a stint with the Hustle down in the G League. And now he has to come back and really have a chance to reestablish himself. You don't want to set the expectation too high, but when you look at Zaire, a former number 10 overall pick just a couple seasons ago, what's a fair amount of expectation to level on him?
Well, it was really tough last year because he was hurt. I think he had that growing pains.
Yeah.
Actually, he grew another inch. Like he's like almost 6'10" now. He came in at 8.5, 6'9", and not counting the fro when he blows it out. But you know, that really he set him back. He couldn't go out and run. He's a rim runner. We know that. He got more than about 8 15 minutes a game that first season, coming out being that rim runner. I don't think he's really the three-point shooter that they want, but he's a guy that can get in the mid-range. His numbers go way up when you get in the mid-range. And it's 6'9", 6'10". He's going to be able to shoot over a lot of the people that are trying to guard him. Big year for Zaire Williams. If he's healthy, if he's not healthy or if he's still having those knee problems, hopefully they can give him a little time and work him in because you got the other guys we mentioned. But if he's healthy, they're going to throw him out there early to see what he can give them.
That's one of the biggest questions going into camp is where is Zaire Williams and what will he be able to give the Grizzlies this year? We saw the upside. We saw what he was able to do as a developing player. We got all the storylines, those and plenty more on the Ortho South Grizz Countdown to Camp. Keep it locked on Grind City Media for all of our training camp coverage.